Hey y'all, welcome to Ursus Life. Today we're going to prep for the week, so let's get started. All right, here's all my bags that I just got back from Food Lion, and I'm going to unpack it and show you what all I got and how I'm going to use it. Okay, now this is what I bought. I bought eggs, tomatoes, cucumbers, mushrooms. I like getting this coleslaw that's already cut up, and I mix it in with my chopped lettuce. And I also like to add kale. For one thing, it stretches the lettuce, but it also adds bulk and texture. And I get kind of bored with eating just lettuce over and over and over again. So I like different textures, and it tastes good. And I bought some avocado, and I also have a rotisserie chicken here that I'm going to cut up, so I have chicken on hand. Now I'll show you also what I already have here to go with it to make my salads. Now I already have on hand, I had some celery, hamburger, some cheeses, onion, and tomatoes that I need to use. I'm going to prepare all of this here to have enough food to make salads for two for at least the next 5 days, hopefully the next 7, and I'm going to show you how I do it. All right, here we go. First head of lettuce. I always pull up the first several layers of lettuce. And we're going to chop this up. I like to shred it, and then we're going to mix it with the other greens, and I'll show you how I box it up. We're going to do 2 of these. The whole time I thought it was recording, and it wasn't. Well, here we go. I've cut up the lettuce, remove the cord. Now I'm slicing. I'm glad I didn't do the whole thing like that, because I surely thought it was recording. Good. This is the second head of lettuce. Here's the first. So I add this on here. I'm going to go wash it. And then you get it all tucked away. I'll show you how the medley comes together. Delicioso. Alright, let's make sure this thing is recording. Hello. Now, let's start with these cucumbers here. The lettuce, I like to let it soak a little bit to loosen anything that might be on it. And then we'll rinse it. In the meantime, I peel cucumbers because I feel like I can't wash them clean enough to get off everybody's touching and fingers. You know what I'm talking about. So, for my peace of mind, we just cut it off. If you want to eat it, fine. With me. Try to keep things a little neat, because otherwise this turns into a big old mess. You see, I've already thrown out the other stuff from the lettuce. We'll rinse these off and then we'll put them up. Alright. Cut these any way you like. My husband does not prefer large chunks of cucumber, so I cut them in half, and then we'll chop them up. See, can y'all see? Here we go. handy dandy green pan. See? Handy dandy green pan. Anything you put in bowls, you know you're going to get condensation, no matter what kind of container you're going to put it in. So, what you want to do, get ahead of the game. I put paper towels in the bottom, and then I'll just put the veggies on top. And I'm telling you, these things will stay fresh. If I remember, I'll take pictures and put it in the community just to show you how well these containers keep your food. I mean, they are worth every penny. Otherwise, you have to buy fresh veggies every few days, or you're throwing away food, which is what I was doing. Let's taste. See? Ready to go. Put another one on top. Keeping the food dry is important. I'm telling you, this will last until we make our last salad. First container down, ready to go. Next thing we'll do is go to the onion. Oh, first, let me show you. I do not wet or wash mushrooms before I put them in the refrigerator. I'll wash those as I get it out. And really, if everything else is prepared, that's not that big of a deal. Okay, so same process. I just open it up. Today I just got regular white mushrooms from Food Lion. I'll just pour them in here. And I'm telling you, it's almost like a miracle how this thing will keep. That in here, one on top. Mushrooms ready. Let's get this loignon. That's my high school French coming out. Onion. Okay. Let's peel this off here. And you know what? I didn't used to like raw onion. And even now, still, sometimes I can eat it, sometimes I can't. Is anyone else like that? Where you can't eat onion all the time? Like, sometimes it makes me feel really bad, and then sometimes I can eat it and it's no problem. But it's the same thing with meat and eggs. I rarely eat scrambled eggs or any kind of egg other than an omelet, or I like boiled eggs in my salad. So, here we go. We're going to just cut this up. Have to cut it in half. And then, I like enough pieces where I can see it. And then also, when it's like this, let me turn this so you can see. When I turn it this way, I can't cut that like that. You guys get the point. Cutting it this way also allows me to put it in a cooked meal. If midweek, if I want to just pull out some onions, broccoli, and cauliflower and make a stir fry with some chicken, I can. And I've already got onions that are not too small, you know, they're perfect for a cooked meal too. And if you want to know a trick to not having tears streaming down your face when you're chopping onions, I keep my onions in the fridge. And there's something about that cold that keeps them from messing with your eyes too much. Like these, I'm fine. I feel a little bit of something, but nothing like it would be. I'd be crying a river. And this is a bread knife. My other knife is in the dishwasher. Oh my Lord, I left that thing recording. But anyway. So here, another container. I had to go get more because I could tell it's gonna need more space. So, and also, to make it easier, napkin. Is that smarter? Smarter, not harder. So then I'll just handy dandy scooper. I love this thing. Just scoop. Okay. Onions ready. One napkin. Ta-da! Look at that. Just like that. And just like that, I've got onions, mushrooms, and cucumbers ready to go. This is going to be for tomatoes because I have a lot of them. And I have 2 of these, so you're not seeing things. One has cucumbers, this will have tomatoes. I'll go wash these. These are a few I had left over. They're getting kind of old, but they're not too old. And see, I didn't put them in my container. See? It's only been a couple of days, and look at how they look. Look how they're getting shriveled up. Like, why didn't I put them in the container? Because apparently I like throwing food away. I don't know. But I won't get caught slipping this time. These are all the fresh ones. I might do something else with these because these may have gone too far. Like, chop them up and eat them now with some cucumbers. Does this look good? Now, let's see, how am I going to cut these? Just in half? Yeah. And this will take some time, so I'm not going to sit here and do all of these, but you guys see how this is going. Pretty soon, they'll all be chopped. Alrighty, now all of the tomatoes are sliced in half. I still put same process, even with something as liquidy and juicy as tomatoes. I'm telling you, it keeps them fresh. And you don't want to overcrowd the tomatoes, so that's why it's going to take both sides, even though it's not that full. But see, these will be delicious for days and days and days. One on top. Lid. Y'all know the drill. Yeah. I will not cut avocados because y'all know what happens. They will go bad in a hot mess. This will be open and mixed into the other mix. So you'll see it's already been thoroughly washed, so it's ready to go. So the last thing you do for now is to cut up all this chicken meat, debone it, and get it ready to go. Let's clean this off and get started. Okay, let's select this up here. Clean the knife. Clean my scooper. This is a clean towel I just got out of the drawer. And we're going to cut up the meat The meat will go in here. Doesn't need a green pan. This will just go in the bottom of the refrigerator until I need more lettuce. It'll go with the avocado. Oh yeah. Let me do this first. Let's talk about this. I can have these on hand ready to go. Tops and bottoms. Now these are ready to be washed. I'm just gonna leave them like that until I need them for something, but they'll be ready. These will be washed and put it to a container. Now, those will sit just like how I let the lettuce sit, so that any dirt and sand will be loosened and taken off. So these things will just stay over here. So the trash bag. Let's get started with this. Okay. Let's get this chicken going. The whole rotisserie chicken, because just no time to be cooking chicken today. Alright, first thing I'm going to do is work it in sections. There we go. Take the skin off in the bag. Take the bones off in the bag. Now, when I'm making my own, if I'm going to make some broth, I would save these bones because these bones have so much flavor and they will make some of the best broth, but today is not that day. Okay, make sure all of that's going off there. And this may not seem like anything special, but really, this comes in clutch. Because we all know when you're in a hurry and you're hungry and nothing's prepared and you're ready to eat, and just simply having your meat ready. Because we know meat is a big part of the diet, right? It's basically lettuce and meat. So have it ready. Help yourself. And if a rotisserie chicken will be the difference between having your salad or going to McDonald's, get the rotisserie chicken. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Take the knife here. This is a rough chop, like, because it really shreds, but I don't want it in too big of a pieces, especially the breast. Nothing fancy. Just make sure the pieces aren't too big. See? Ta-da! That's a lifesaver, okay? Help yourself. Help yourself. Cut up the chicken. That's everything for the chopping. Now the next thing is just to get this hamburger done and also get it put into a container, and we'll go. Okay, these eggs are more than likely done because they've been on the whole time. Just on low so that they didn't overcook. And here's the meat. I've kind of broke it up here and there, but now it's time to actually do the work. I held off on getting one of these for years because I thought, surely this cannot be that special. Let me tell you, it is a game changer, okay? Game changer. Look at how quickly it's breaking up those big pieces of meat that I would be chopping with my metal spoon. And in just a few minutes, all of this will be nicely chopped. Ready to go. I mean, look at this. Perfectly chopped up ground beef with this little thing. Perfect. I don't know why I waited so long. So if you don't have one, get you one of these. I think I got mine at the dollar store or something like that. I mean, I didn't even expect it to work because it was so cheap, but look at that, baby. Now when I'm washing the lettuce, I like to put it in my big pot. See this huge pot? This is like an 8-quart pot because I can put it in here, wash it real good like how you do when you go get some collard greens. And then get it all clean, dry, go through the same cycle, clean, dry, put it in here. Then I will mix it in equal parts with the kale. Oh yeah, and don't forget the cabbage. So I'll show you how it all comes together. Okay, now my lettuce, iceberg lettuce has been washed, dried, and I started the mixing process before I remembered, record it. So as you see, it's all, what I'm gonna do is put the lid on it over there. We'll take that lid and put on here and shake it up real good. And then I'm gonna add in about half of that bag of cabbage, and that will be the first mix that I'll put into the green boxes, and we eat from the green boxes. And then this is the replenishing container. Okay, you can see it's about half the bag. So here's the bag. About half the bag is in here. Then put the lid on it, shake it up, and then I'll show you how to put it into the green boxes. Now tell me that doesn't look delicious. I shook it up just like how you shake popcorn when you want to get your butter and salt all on it. Look at that. You can hardly see any cabbage, but it's in there. And I don't worry about the carrot that's in there. I mean, this is not enough. I didn't get fat eating this, okay? So I'm not even concerned about the little bit of carrots that's in there. And now we will put them in the containers. Okay, here we go. This is the biggest one that I have. The biggest container. I don't know how much it holds, but it holds a lot. You'll see as we go from here to here. It holds a lot. I'm just gonna do it with my hands. The only person eating this is me and my husband. So, my hands are clean. Let's see how much it holds. See that? So that just shows you how much this thing holds, right? So now, this container, this is the one that's actually called a bread box. I love this. It will fit a loaf of bread. So it's deep. So these are my two largest green box containers, and I put all the lettuce in there. Same thing. That in there. Now I've actually got enough lettuce out. I can probably just pour it. And there you go. These are ready to go. Alright, we'll put in there. Boom. Boom, boom. Okay, so let's look at what we got so far. Yep, ready to go. A salad party ready to happen. There's the chicken. Boom. Now, all I've got to do is put the eggs in a container, and the hamburger in a container, and the celery sticks in a container, and we're ready to go. As my nanny would say, we're cooking. So here you go. Everything in boxes, almost. Almost forgot to show you though. Celery, washed, dried, chopped. Y'all know the drill. Here's the hamburger. I wasn't sure it would fit, but it's a pretty deep container. But that's the hamburger. There we go. Isn't this cute? I thrifted this a Goodwill for $100. I love thrifting. Side note, I love thrifting. All right, here we go. Everything's ready. There's the eggs. If you see I have 5 eggs, because I ate one. I had to make sure they were done. That's my excuse. Anyway, that's my excuse. I had to check them, make sure they were done. So I have 5 eggs. Here's everything. Now what I'm gonna do is take this tape, put a piece of tape on top of the things we can't see, and write on it with my Sharpie what's in there. So then we'll know when you go to the refrigerator, you can pick out just the toppings that you want and put on your salad. And this is the refill container, like with the extra stuff. So as these containers are used, and you know, we're making 2 RBSs a day, so these will go pretty quickly. I will immediately fill them from here. So this isn't in here that long, okay? It's just until I can put it into these containers and get the right mix that I want to get of the 3 different kinds of lettuces. So this is what I did when I'm doing a really full prep. But when I don't have all these lettuces, I do the same thing. I just have iceberg lettuce. But I'll show you one more shot of everything, and then I'll show it to you with the labels. All right, so here it is. You can see I've got lettuce written on this. And what I did was I put a piece of tape down, wrote on it, and put another piece of tape on top of it. So then if we rub it, it won't get ripped off. And it'll easily peel off. It's just wrapping tape. So here we go. You can see everything labeled. And these are the things that don't need to be labeled because we can clearly see what's in them. And this is just the refill box. So all of this will go in the fridge. We can pull it out. We have an RBS. 5 minutes max. The only thing that's going to take time is warming up the hamburger. If we want hamburger, I already have shredded cheese in the refrigerator. All right, y'all, so that's how it is. You see right here, all my stuff. RBS, 5 minutes away. The longest thing that's going to take is peeling an egg, warming up the hamburger if I have hamburger, because I can eat the chicken cold, and also slicing an avocado if I want avocado. So there you go, you guys. You can do this. It's worth it. It takes about an hour for me to prep everything that you see here, start to finish. Took about an hour for a whole week's worth of food. You can't beat it. Help yourself. Get prepared. Prepare yourself. Help yourself. We're doing this. See you guys later. Peace.